Gas prices are down again this morning, only down 2 cents since Tuesday. However, at $3.13 for a gallon of regular unleaded self-service gasoline, prices have taken a 57-cent dip since early April. East Beach Street at the bridge is closed today and tonight. The intersection of Beach and Tennessee is closed on Thursday. The reason, finishing touches on the walking trail, including a stamp light, the one under traffic light number 8 on East Central Avenue, are going to be completed. Look for slowdowns on East Elm Street in the near future while that street is repaved. It doesn't look good at all. That's how Interim City Administrator Cade Sexton sizes up La Follett's 2013 budget. All special funds are balanced. However, the general budget is out of balance by more than $500,000, $527,000 to be exact, and that's without any salary increase for city employees. Sexton points out that insurance is the biggest cost. He notes that La Follette will be paying an extra 8% for health insurance and workers' comp. The city is already getting a better workman's comp rate since it pays any claims of $1,000 or less itself. Sexton shrugged his shoulders, saying he doesn't see any fat to cut. Time is not on council's side, as one member figured another 2 or 3 workshops may be needed to iron out a budget that must be passed by June 30th. While La Follette looks at more budget numbers, Caryville is on its way to approving its budget. After some tweaking, the numbers appear to finally be in line for the city of Caryville. Tuesday night, Caryville City Council passed its 2013 budget on first reading. A second and final reading to set the budget in stone is coming up in a few days. A couple of items mentioned briefly at Tuesday night's La Follette City Council workshop are going on the agenda for next week's regular monthly council meeting. One concerns LUB and the other the police department. With the 4-year term of board chairman James Walker coming to an end in June, a new member to the La Follette Utility Board is going to be appointed. Mayor Mike Stanfield tells WLAF that Walker has expressed interest in serving another 4 years. If Walker stays on, that would max out Walker's time on the board in 2016 due to the 8-year term limits rule. At last night's meeting, the item of terminating a La Follette police officer is coming up. Stanfield says he is not at liberty to disclose the officer's name at this time. The meeting begins Tuesday at 6 o'clock at City Hall. Is La Follette going to hire a full-time administrator? Cade Sexton is serving in that capacity on an interim basis and has been for more than 2 years. In September of 2009, David Young was ousted as administrator when council voted 3-2 to fire Young. The question of hiring a full-time administrator came up at last night's La Follette City Council workshop when council talked about putting full-time dollars for that position in the 2013 budget. Sexton explains to WLAF that a full-time salary of $80,000 in the budget serves as an insurance policy for the city. He goes on to say that should he not be able to serve, or if the city decides to go to the full-time route, then the money is in place to cover. January became February, February turned into March, and here we are on the doorstep of June, and the new La Follette Library is yet to open. Work to turn the South 9th Street Rec Center, built in 1970, into the library is not yet completed. Council devoted nearly a half an hour at last night's workshop on just how it can wrap up the project and open the doors. Project coordinator Paul Begley, who quit leading the renovation efforts in April, spoke at the workshop saying he was still owed $540 for work along with around $400 in expenses. Council told Begley to submit an invoice and receipts and that he would be paid. Begley presented interim city administrator Cade Sexton with a list of what needs to be done to finish the new library. A few minutes were taken up while Begley and Sexton swapped different versions of what transpired during Begley's resignation process. In the end, it was agreed that those handling the electrical work, painting, plumbing, and the handrails need to be brought back in to finish things up. It was noted that unfinished handrails is the number one holdup. Librarian Nancy Green said it would take about a week to move all the books, get the phones up and running, and computer cataloging system online. Council set July 25th as the library's grand opening date, even though it may open a couple of weeks ahead of that date. And you still have time to take advantage of the free meal at the Fincastle United Methodist Church. The meal is free and served up until 7 o'clock. And that's our news. Stay tuned. Back with a press release from the Sheriff's Department in just a moment. And 10 people have been booked into the Campbell County Jail in the past 24 hours. Brandon Scott Baker, 23, of School Street, Jacksboro, for public intoxication. 19-year-old Scarlett Lauren Bowman of Rose Hill Drive, La Follette, for violation of probation and on a capious bench warrant. Eric Brandon Campbell, 24, of North 7th Street, La Follette, on a capious bench warrant. 23-year-old Granville Joseph Day of School Street, Jacksboro, for public intoxication. Courtney M. Fontana, 21, of Shady Pine Lane in Newcomb, entered the jail to serve court-imposed time. 32-year-old Anthony Wayne Faust of North 15th Street, La Follette, for auto burglary and theft of property under $500. Roger Allen LaFew, 38, of Highway 90 in Duff, for violation of probation. 37-year-old James Adam Sanchez of North 19th Street, La Follette, on 2 counts of attachment for child support. 67-year-old Billy Earl Welch of Jacksboro for failure to obey a police officer. And last today, Mark Alvin Winterberg, 27, of Glade Springs Road, La Follette, for violation of probation. And we thank you for joining us for our portion of the news today. Stay tuned. There's lots more coming your way right here.
We sing happy birthday to you, and may all your dreams come true.
Happy, happy birthday.
Oh,
this is your birthday song.
Oh,
Celebration all night long.
May all you
Good Wednesday evening, everybody. Welcome into your midweek edition of Birthdays and Anniversaries, brought to you by Eastside Pizza and Deli and WLAF. Celebrating a birthday today, Kent Yount celebrating a birthday today. Danny Bratcher also celebrating a birthday. Maggie Sharp celebrating a birthday. Anna Paul and Eileen Heatherly celebrating a birthday. Hope you've all had a very good birthday today. Anniversary-wise, we got Rick and Karen Doherty celebrating 35 years back on Monday. And we got a belated anniversary here for Tuesday. Sherman and Eileen Heatherly celebrated 41 years together. Hope you all had a good anniversary. All of you are qualified for a chance at winning 2 free dinners from Eastside Pizza and Deli that will be given away here in a couple days on early Friday morning. So if your birthday or anniversary or sometime this week, you can get us your information, and that qualifies you with a chance at winning those as well. You can call 562-1450, 566-1450, or 562-3557. You can also email us, WLAF@bellsouth.net, or fax in your information to 562-5764. And we'll be sure to get you here on our list so you qualify at a chance at winning those. And that does it for our Wednesday night edition of your birthdays and anniversaries. And I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Stay tuned. Your news continues.